Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House. I'm Will.
And I'm Ryan, and today we'd like to share with you another Tantrum Top 10.
Today we're going to be looking at a small piece of the hobby, or rather the small pieces of the hobby.
So join us as we look at Will's top 10 favorite board game components. All right, Will, start us out with number 10.
All right, so I figured that the least favorite spot on the favorite list probably belonged to Monopoly components. We know it's not the best game in the hobby, but you can't really get away from how iconic all these pieces are. The dog, the top hat, the iron. I mean, we honestly even paid some homage to the Monopoly house in our Tantrum House logo. There are few games in the entire industry that have as iconic of pieces as these. And really, a lot of the things that they established in their game, like upgrading from the house to the hotel, are mechanics that we see carried over in all kinds of places. So, number 10, Monopoly.
Number 9.
So the number 9 slot belongs to another game that's not really a super amazing game, but the components in this thing are phenomenal. If you've seen the dice from Rattlebones, the face of the dice actually is changeable because of this cool little mini pick thing that you pick the faces out with, and the whole point of the game is to upgrade your dice so that what you're rolling is better throughout the game. Very, very cool. I think another game needs to come along and do something really amazing with these because these components are fantastic.
Number 8.
All right, so for number 8, I'm looking at a game that I was just recently introduced to. It's called Coal Baron. It's a Euro-style worker placement. You're moving all your cubes and moving your materials. And the cool part about this game is that you have this really excellent elevator shaft that goes up and down, and you move your ore and your gold and your coal into it, and you slide it up and down as you use actions to move it. Just takes the game to a whole nother level. Super cool.
Number 7.
So this will probably end up in one of my top 10 favorite games lists, partially because the components for Camel Up are very cool. You've got the stacking camels, which is excellent. You've also got the dice tower pyramid, which is like spring-loaded with rubber bands. Someday I hope to develop a game with cool components like this because Camel Up has some of the best in the industry.
It seems really gimmicky, but it's actually pretty cool. Number 6.
All right, so King of Tokyo is a dice rolling game. It is probably one of my favorites as far as artwork goes. Super cool characters, whether or not they break copyright laws, I don't know. Really cool green energon, or energy cubes, whatever you want to call them. Big, huge, chunky dice. You've got the scoreboard mats, you've got the board. I mean, just everything is super fun. I love the colors, I love the art, I love the components.
Number 5.
Number 5 on the list is Dead of Winter. This game's components are excellent. The theme ties in so well. I love how unique all the pieces are. You got a bunch of different zombies. They're cardboard, which is cool because for this list, we're just looking at game components, not minis. That's a whole nother list. You got the knife, which is excellent. The dice, or you got the small dice, which is really cool. Just lots and lots of really great stuff going on. Ties together perfect with the game. Really builds up the theme, Dead of Winter.
Number 4.
So I couldn't put together a top 10 list without including a Stonemaier game. Scythe is brand new, hot off the presses, and in the deluxe edition, there are some of the coolest pieces I've ever seen. There are obviously minis in this game. We're not talking about those. What we're talking about are the wood that looks like an actual tree cut stump, and the steel, which is like a literal actual block of lead, metal coins. Now this is the deluxe edition, but the components in this game are just out of the world, out of this world. Even like the blue, like the wooden meeples for the characters are different from each team, each faction. So you've got like the blue guys with the pointy hats and the red Russian guys with the flat hats, and everything in here is just really polished, really, really excellent, really unique. Scythe.
Number 3.
So I don't really honestly even know what it is about these components that I love so much, but I like literally went googly-eyed when I first saw these. The acrylic meeples in Quadropple are some of the coolest game components that I've seen. I don't know why I love them, but I just look at them and I wonder if these exist, like why does every other game in the industry have lame-o wooden meeples? These are just super cool. You've got the energy things and the board markers. Quadropple, cool stuff.
Number 2.
So there are a few components in the whole world, I think, that are cooler than the pieces in Cash and Guns. This game has some great standees, some excellent guns. I've seen a promo pack that has like a foam Uzi in it, which is super cool. And it's just a blast to play with these things. It makes the game super fun, and I love them.
And number 1
is Pandemic Legacy. Okay, so I admit that the normal components to the game, the base characters and the cool blue cubes and colored cubes, are cool. They're on par with everything else. The part of the game that's really amazing, and I think it's a component, I mean, I don't know what you'd call it, are the, what is it called? The calendar, what did we call it before?
Advent calendar.
The Advent calendar of doom, yes. So in the game, when you finish a round, you're opening one of these, secret sealed things, never to be resealed again, and then you're opening some of these boxes and you're revealing new components. I've never been so excited or dreadful or anticipatory or whatever as to using these components. And then on top of that, since we're both a little on the OCD side anyway, knowing that you're destroying this and shredding it apart and ripping up stuff, I know I'm giving spoilers, I'm sorry, it's super, super exciting. It really makes the game, it takes it to a whole new level. These components make the game. I think that wraps up our top 10, unless you had more. What's your favorite component?
This donut.
If you disagree,
that dispenser from Potion Explosion. That was pretty cool. I thought I was going to be here.
If you have other thoughts or ideas that you think should have been on our list, please comment in the comments and let us know. And be sure to join us next time around for another top 10.